not exercising enough, not saving enough money, procrastinating, sleeping too little, staying up late, eating too much, spending too much money, being lazy, spending too much time on social media, watching too much TV. Maybe you identify with these attitudes. These are only some of the habits that negatively impact the majority of people's lives. And even though bad habits are challenging to break, you can definitely take action to escape the trap of harmful behaviors and start to have better habits. Let's learn more about this. We find patterns of behavior that allow us to reach goals. We repeat what works, and when actions are repeated in a stable context, we form associations between cues and response. That's what social psychologist Wendy Wood explains. Our habits are stored memories of what's worked in the past. One remarkable characteristic of a habit is its automatic nature. The studies indicate that people spend more than 40% of their days performing regularly repeated actions. Habits are often very helpful. They allow us to perform simple activities like brushing our teeth without even thinking about it. And this allows our brain to focus on different things. The problem is when these repeated actions are harmful to us in the long term. Habits can also be formed when positive or pleasurable events trigger the brain's reward centers. Dr. Russell Poldrak, a neurobiologist at the University of Texas at Austin, explains that pleasure-based habits are so much harder to break. He says that if you do something over and over and dopamine is there when you're doing it, that strengthens the habit even more. That's why breaking habits like spending too much time on your phone or eating unhealthy food is harder, because they are linked to our brain's reward system. But let me tell you something, we are changeable beings. Even though breaking a bad habit might seem a little difficult, we can definitely make changes in our lives that will help us with our behaviors. Let's see how to do it. The first step towards change is awareness, and if you're watching this video, congratulations, you're already on your way to quitting bad habits. It is important that you first recognize your bad habits in order to start taking action to change them. James Clear suggests something very interesting: a habit scorecard. You can start your journey of self-improvement by making a list of your daily habits. Write down every action you take from the moment you wake up until you go to sleep. Then classify your habits as good, bad, or neutral. Remember to keep in mind your long-term goals. Sometimes a habit can appear to be good now, but it is bad in the long term. James suggests that you ask yourself, does this behavior help me become the type of person I wish to be? By recognizing what you need to change, you will be one step closer to quitting your bad habits. Wendy Wood says that when the cues for existing habits are removed, it is easier to form a new behavior. After recognizing the habits you want to change, you can analyze the location, the time of day, the things surrounding you, and even your emotional states when performing these habits. By doing that, you can identify the triggers for your existing habits, and from there start to make changes in your daily environment to help you stay away from them. Research shows that individuals who are successful and disciplined aren't that different from the majority of other people. They deal with willpower issues the same way we do, but there is something different in their lives. They spend less time in tempting situations. The environment in which they live offers them the least number of temptations as possible. Therefore, they don't even have to use their willpower. They are already set up to make good decisions. To get rid of your bad habits, you need to create a window of opportunity to act the way you want. If you want to stop eating unhealthy snacks, don't buy them in the first place. If you spend a lot of time on social media, delete the apps that steal your attention. Watching too much television, move the TV out of your bedroom. Want to get work done? Remove all the items from your desk that can steal your focus. Comparing yourself to others on social media but don't want to delete the apps? Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad and have a healthier feed. I know this seems obvious, but we get so trapped into thinking that the whole problem comes from the lack of willpower or the lack of our discipline, that we forget that in fact the environment in which we live is the major cause of our habits. As James Clear says, all the habits that you have right now, good or bad, are in your life for a reason. In some way, these behaviors provide a benefit to you, even if they are bad for you in other ways. As we've seen before, our habits exist because they worked in some way in the past. Therefore, our brains are already connected to these habits, making it difficult to completely eliminate them. But you can do something really significant to escape the trap of negative behaviors. You can replace a bad habit you have with another one that can provide you with the same benefits but in a healthy way. After you recognize the habit you want to change, you can plan in advance the habits that you are going to use as a replacement. For example, if you have the habit of biting your nails when working, you could put a fidget toy at your desk. Instead of biting your nails because you feel stressed, you can use a fidget toy and get the same benefits from it, the reduction of your stress. When you have spare time, instead of looking at social media, try reading a book. You can start small. Try establishing a certain number of paragraphs for you to read every time you get the urge to look at social media. The important thing is to recognize the benefits of your bad habits and search for attitudes that can offer you the same benefits but in a positive way, in a way that is going to get you closer to the person you want to become. Breaking bad habits is something that takes time. I often say to myself that I need to become a better human, but not a perfect human, because that's never going to happen. Nobody's perfect. It is completely normal for you to have bad habits and to fail when trying to escape from them. The important things are recognizing what is affecting you negatively, changing your environment to be as good as possible for you to have better habits, and replacing the bad habits you have with new ones that are healthy for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next Monday with a new video. Have a lovely day or night. Bye!